How y'all's doing? Gonna get, oh shoot. Forgot to boot up Rumbot. You'll see, 2 messages right now.
It's raining stars from out of the sky.
Wait. There you go. Alright. That's weird. Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't start Woosh yet. All right. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Yeah. Birds jumping and I hear my name, grasping into life.
All right.
Life is happy, but it's
Okay, so while we're getting stuff set up here, I'm gonna roll my minute and 30 here on Twitch. So there we go.
I'm coming home, Savannah. We'll never be alone, Savannah. The beauty of the world, Savannah. Let's all take a roll, Savannah. The light is gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung. Kids across the land. Savannah, I'm coming home, Savannah. We'll never be alone, Savannah. The beauty of the world, Savannah. Let's all take a roll, Savannah. I'm coming home, Savannah. We'll never be alone, Savannah. The beauty of the world, Savannah.
All right. All right, here we go. Oh, fan.
Just to know what you knew. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. It's
All right.
nasty, but in the dead of the night.
Ah. Okay, here we go. 1 full hour today. Okay, give me a sec. I gotta get my mouse off the screen. That's tacky. All right.
Take me in small, breathe me in and let me go. Sing to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies. So you
Okay.
what you do. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. It's paradise with honesty, but in the dead of the night. Teardrops on the floor. The pain is over. Feel the darkness take control.
Excuse me. That's some interesting gunk inside of me. Of me nostrils. Sorry about that. Trying to get it all out before the ride, but some are bitter clingers. Ah, boy. All right. So we got a mostly easy ride today. This is an endurance ride. This is building the base engine. Basically, a little bit of an aerobic effort to get started, and then we're just gonna click into the 2, 4, 6, 7 rounds. So last week was a good week of training. It was really good. So, setting out for our second big week of cycling. So I think this week we're going to throw in a run workout tonight. I'm going to try and throw in some more run workouts in the evening because my middle daughter, Minty, who was actually on stream with me on Friday, she got a brand new electric scooter. One of them electric scooters. It's just a razor. It's rated for like 130 pounds and less. Sadly, it's not powerful enough to scooch Daddy that far. It can scooch me downhill, but it it doesn't like going up grade, up street grade. But she wants to do a scooter ride with me. And she's like, you can ride your bike and I can ride my scooter. I'm like, it's not really gonna work. I mean, it's like I would I would absolutely much rather just, I'd much rather run, and then we'll probably get the baby burrito in the stroller, because I need to get used to pushing him again, because the whole family's going to the House of Mouse on Thursday. This is our one time a year. And we went on Saturday, and it really wasn't crowded. It was really not that crowded. I mean, January, like, if you want to go and you don't mind not seeing all the winter stuff, you just want to, well, the other problem is January is when a lot of rides go down for maintenance. Like, seriously, we're going on Thursday. On Wednesday, both the train and the monorail are going down for annual maintenance. It's like, why? Why both? Can't do both? Don't do both. My wife was actually considering throwing down $400 just to stay the night, but she's like, ugh. But then our oldest daughter, she's got a church activity, and oh yeah, I forgot to maximize Spotify, so you guys aren't able to see Spotify. Hold on. Alright. Okay, let's get back into this 1 minute easy. So yeah, we're gonna do this base building out of arrow today. Give my hips a break. So yeah, training load last week was pretty good. That forest workout kind of was a good end cap on the week. I guess that's a drinking term. I don't know. I don't know. I don't drink alcohol. Here we go. High power effort. So this is just above FTP. This is 20 watts above my FTP. I hope my FTP gets higher than this after 6 weeks. But it's got to keep going. Every day we get stronger. Five. And done. Okay. All right. Cut 2 minutes of rest here. So this is going to be an interesting week for my area. We got the Eden fire, which is the major one. It's about 27% contained now. But we're expecting another round of Santa Anas this week. Already getting the notifications from the power company saying they might be cutting the power. Oh, hold on. So it's interesting. Adam Carolla, big time podcaster. He's kind of a SoCal legend. It's interesting that he's, no, I mean, it's not interesting, but, I mean, he's been talking for years. Why the heck don't we just bury the stupid power lines? Why don't we do that? Like, seriously. I mean, there should be ways to earthquake, because the biggest danger for the power lines 100% is the overhead transmission lines. I mean, in the cities themselves. All right, here we go. In the cities themselves, we should be able to bury a fair amount of the power lines underneath the ground. We should be able to do that. We should be able to make that happen. There should be some technology somewhere where that is, we should be capable of doing that now. You know? Because, I mean, Lord knows my city's digging up miles of road. Trenching miles of road, that's a better word. For water usage. I don't know. I just, you know, because like my house, we got a big old power pole running down my property line. But then again, we've caught multiple idiots just lighting fires because they're releasing their inner butthead. Beavis. They're releasing their inner Beavis. Fire! Yeah, cool. Fire! Fire! Yeah, cool. It's like, not cool. It's like, yeah, it just got released. Shocker. That, so there's big news about a guy walking around with a blowtorch. You know, basically one of those butane bottles. Like the legitimate blowtorch. People are like, yeah, it's a flamethrower. It's a blowtorch. Okay, there's a very big difference between what Elon Musk made with the Boring Company and a blowtorch. Well, the guy had a blowtorch, and he was actually caught setting fire to trash cans. Shocker. Illegal. Shocker. Wow. It's like, hey, maybe we shouldn't be spending $50 million to protect these people. Maybe not. Time for them to go. But I tell you one thing. There is going to be a reckoning if land developers start buying up a lot of the burnt out areas and start putting multi-use dwellings on a bunch of those single-family housing units. Oh boy. Oh boy. There's a lot of speculation right now that this was all planned. There's a lot of people throwing that around. This is one of those. Wouldn't be surprised. Alright, here we go. We gotta bring up the cadence a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised, but there's a lot that would have to go into it. Now, the more reason why I wouldn't be surprised is if it's just opportunistic, where this is one of those Agenda 41 plans where they've had this agenda, they've just waited for the opportune time to unleash it. They've had it tucked away, and then they're gonna work to urbanize more of Los Angeles, which is stupid beyond all recognition. Because one of the things my wife and I was talking about is I don't think a lot of people understand exactly how Los Angeles works. Is that Los Angeles is basically this mega city. And then there's a bunch of small neighborhoods that are all conglomerates within Los Angeles. You know, my wife and I were looking at a map. We're just like, oh, wait, that is a city. Oh, that is a city. Because sometimes we just don't know. Like, I live on the easternmost part of what is called Los Angeles County. But my city is my own city. We're not under the umbrella. We're in the county. But we're not under the umbrella of Los Angeles proper. But Pacific Palisades is. They don't have a real mayor. They have an honorary mayor. So Karen Bass is the mayor of Pacific Palisades. But Altadena has its own mayor and city council and stuff like that. Like 100%, Altadena was just the absolute worst conditions imaginable. That's what happened with Altadena. Now, however the fire got started, we don't know. I've seen nothing on how it got started. But with the gusts of wind, no chance. Absolutely nothing they could do. So, doesn't matter what they did, wasn't going to contain the fire with those winds. Like, you need to understand, that's our wind design case here in California. Like, that was a wind event that is one of the worst. So, what'll be interesting is two things. Number one, if big-time mega developers are going to come in and scoop up a bunch of that land and turn it into rental housing. Because, also, another thing that I've said before is that, like Altadena, that place is mostly single-family housing. These are people that have been there forever. Like my town, and you look at the property values. Like, yeah, my home is almost $1 million home. It shouldn't be $1 million home. It wasn't $1 million home when I bought it for 10 years ago. Now, and 20 years ago, wasn't even a $500,000 home. So it's like, yeah, you look at the property values and you're like, holy crap, these people are rich. They've just been around for a long time. And the big thing is, that's all they got. That's their life savings is in their house. All right. 3-minute break time. So yeah, you know, there's a lot of people, their entirety of their lives just evaporated. But that being said, this all needs to be laid at the feet of Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass. All of it. All of it. You know, it's hilarious to me that they're pulling out the race card for Karen Bass. Oh, you're just all on her because she's black. No, because she sucks. Okay? It's because she's a terrible person who prioritizes LGBTQ values over making sure there's enough water for your city. I'm sorry. No, the charade needs to stop. You can't tell everyone she's amazing because she's black. And then when she sucks at her job, you can't say, well, you can't tell her she sucks because she's black, because that's racist. No. She sucks because she sucks. Race has nothing to do with it. It all has to do with priorities. Her priorities are garbage. She staffs up people that are garbage, and they're all incompetent. Now people are saying, oh, well, the fire chief is saying, yeah, she's trying to save her butt. She realizes, oh, crap. Well, I'm either going to get fired. The funny thing is, allegedly, she got called into Karen Bass's office expecting to lose her job. And then they had a discussion, and then magically she still has her job. I wonder if there's mutually assured destruction in there. She goes, hey, guess what, chick? I'm a lesbian. Because of that, you can't touch me. Because you want to get the whole gay crew on your butt? Yeah, that's when you will definitely have to resign. You lose all the LGBTQ support, you're screwed. That 100% is a conspiracy I can get myself behind. I would not be surprised at that at all. All right, we got 10 seconds here. All right, here comes the boom. Got 40 minutes of here. So 10 seconds big. And then we're gonna settle in for zone 2. Okay, we're gonna take this cadence a little bit lower. A little bit lower than I have been. All right, yeah, so we'll just hover right around 90-ish. I don't need to take these cadence over 100. I won't be able to last over 100. Oh boy. Okay. So yeah, it's kind of funny. I've been thinking lately about gaming and kind of what I'm looking at for 2025. Excuse me. And mostly it's kind of like, well, you know, I have so, and I think the jaw drop was when I aggregated everything into my play night and realized I have over 1,300 games in my library. Haven't touched literally 1,000 of them at least. So I got through another 2 areas of Candleman. I was gonna record the footage, but then I did like an area and a half, and then I realized I didn't capture any game sound. I'm just like, nah, forget it. Just abandon it, whatever. So we're not gonna be recording Candleman. I'll just finish it up and then call it. I think I got 3 more areas left. I mean, some of them are pretty tricky. It's pretty tricky to figure out exactly how you're supposed to do it. I mean, none of it is really hard, so to speak. You just have to keep your wits about you and be very, very competent with 3D platformer movement with very, very crazy camera angles. Like, that's the biggest challenge with Candleman, at least. But anyway, so yeah, so we're gonna keep going with Rando Saturdays. Gonna be knocking out 2 games every week, like I said, with an arcadey game, and then so we're gonna do an arcade style game for about 10-15 minutes, and then we'll get into a normal game. I mean, just a standard game. So remember, this week, more than likely, no stream on Thursday. Definitely no morning stream on Thursday. No afternoon stream. No evening stream. Like I said, we're taking our kids to the House of Mouse. They had a special going on. $50 kid tickets. And that's legitimately over 50% off what the price of a normal ticket is. Okay. Round one done. Round one done. Six more. This one's going to be a little rough today. But we're going to make it. We're going to make it. All right, here we go. 10-second burst. 6, 7, 8, 9, and done. Okay, drop. Drop, darn you. It's like, oh, darn you, drop. So yeah, you know, because I mean, there was a real big push last year to really fight back against all the woke DEI crap, and I think we've made a really, really good dent in that. Now, some of you may be wondering, what? Well, basically, here's the overall concept. The overall concept is we're tired of LGBTQ stuff shoehorned into games where it's got no business belonging. We're tired of massive game franchises being completely reworked to involve the LGBTQ woke values. Now, some may be saying, you may be hearing stuff like, oh, well, this is a far-right term. This was made up by the left. You go back to about the George Floyd riots, 2020. They're all saying, oh, well, we're woke. We're woke. We know what's going on. That means we're woke. Nah, this was term totally made up by leftists. Absolutely. They just hate the fact that we've noticed it. There's a very common theme. Ben Shapiro talks about this quite frequently, where the Republicans pounce. Where we notice something, it sucks, and then Republicans pounce. So, yeah, it's pretty funny. So anyway, it's been, yeah. I think this year is where they finally get their backs broken on all this DEI crap. Because it's like, okay, because here's the thing, and I've talked about this many times before. LGBTQ themes have been in games. One of my favorite games, Persona 4, has stuff about gay and trans in it. It actually handles it in a very good way. The stupid thing is all the woke idiots. Oh yeah, Kanji's gay. Kanji's not gay. Kanji's not gay. Naoto's not trans. I will die on that hill. Teddy's gay. Teddy doesn't know what he's doing. Teddy's stupid. I hate Teddy. Screw Teddy. But yeah, because I mean, I think the biggest bellwether is going to be the new Assassin's Creed game. They're sure delaying that thing. Because I mean, it's like, you got like all the intersections coming together here. You got, oh yeah, Black Samurai. Afro Samurai, or shut the crap up. Afro Samurai is the only Black Samurai. And yeah, a black man obliterating Japanese people. Oh, that sounds great. That doesn't sound like Oakland. I was like, why do you need to play a video game? Just go to Oakland. All right, round 2 done. Round 2. Got another 10-second burst here. Right back at it. Here we go. 10-second burst. All right. Okay. Back into the grind. So yeah, it's just amazing to me. And we'll see what happens, because we got Monster Hunter Wilds and Xenoblade Chronicles X coming out right at the junction when the new Assassin's Creed game's supposed to drop this year. We'll see. We shall see. But yeah, I think Xenoblade Chronicles X is going to be a hit, because I played it back on the Nintendo Wii U. I borrowed my brother-in-law's console. He goes by Crefe here in the Taqueria. And it was fun. It was good. I mean, it is definitely a stark departure from the other games. My big question is, how much multiplayer is going to be in this one? Because, yeah. Let's just say the only way I beat the final boss was because I had a viewer pop in and just annihilate the thing. He had such a min-maxed build, it just obliterated the final boss. But yeah, it looks like that they've streamlined the controls between the Wii U version, and because I knew most of the stuff that was on the gaming tablet you'd be able to pull off with just making it its own menu. So I'll be excited to pick that one up this year. I mean, and there's only like 4 other games that I'd want to get this year. The new Armored Core that released like last year or the year before, I can't remember. Final Fantasy Rebirth. And then Claire Obscure Expedition 33. That has a very high potential of being my game of the year. We'll have to see how they land it. But there's a high probability that game is just going to blow it out of the water. I just hope my computer can run the dang thing. All right, less than 2 minutes left on this round. And we got 4 rounds left. Now, I'm really grateful for those of you that actually tune in and watch these things. I feel like chatting about random stuff helps the time go by. I know it's kind of a grab bag of topics. As we're jetting around this futuristic cityscape. It's like, I'm not gonna lie, there are some times when I listen to certain musical genres, like certain electronic genres. And I kind of envision myself in a digital Tron-esque world. You know, just kind of kick back, close my eyes, envision how it all would all look. Like all the massive cyberpunk animes of the 90s, the OVAs that are so beautifully drawn. Excuse me. All right, 5, 10-second burst, 1, and go. And off. There we go. All right. Trucking through round 4. So yeah, we're training for my first race of the year, March 1st. See, this is a good song to do zone 2. One, two, three, four, 1, 2. Trying to count the beats. Trying to get my cadence in line with the song. Yeah, starting to get a little fatigue in the legs. I'm starting to feel a little bit. Like right back here on both sides. Actually, more on my right side. I know I'm feeling it on my left side too. All right, 2 minutes left on this round. Then we got 3 more rounds to go. Yeehaw! So yeah, this year with Los Alamitos, I think I'm gonna try and crack the top 20 again. I'm gonna try and get in some more swim workouts in February. But then again, you know, the swim's only at 200. The swim is where I made up the most ground very, very quickly. I just gotta get to the pool a little faster. I think we're gonna bring some sandals so I can run to the pool faster. That ground hurt last year. That hurt a lot. Ten. 5. 1. All right, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and down. All right. 2 more of those. 3 more full rounds. Cruising right here at zone 2. Three and a half left.
Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke
Oh,
the rules. My life
lost power there for a sec. Lost connection.
destroyed until I woke awake. Scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? Can I take? Can I be your superhero? Superhero. Can I be your superhero?
Excuse me.
Fly away. It's the first time of today.
Okay. Coming up on 2 full more rounds here.
To dream, believe. You are the strength, you're all I need. Oh, gonna give it a shot. Only wanna
1 more minute of this round.
you all from the enemy.
So this is what's called zone 2 training. Basically, this is building up the base of my engine so I can go a long time at this easier interval. See, my heart rate's barely 130. It's It's a good thing. It's kind of like the upper end of aerobic. Basically, my heart rate can go. It'll be my legs that quit first. So that's what we're doing. Mostly building the legs. My cardio's basically there. It's the legs that need to be built up. Big time. All right, 10 seconds here. And go. Gotta get up this lomita. Ya vamos. There you go. All right. 2 more rounds left. But, yeah, I've notoriously been terrible with legs. Like, even back in college, my kicking was abysmal. I don't know why. But the nice thing about triathlon is I don't need to have a good kick. But yeah, I only had one swim loss last year. I only had one guy beat me in the swim. And he was a kid that he's half my age. He's half my age and he was wearing Swedish goggles. You know the kid knows his stuff. So if I see him next year, I'll be like, okay. Or if I see him this year, I remember you. Go ahead. You know what you're doing. You definitely know. But hey, you know what? At Mesa, I wound up beating, doing my personal goal, which was to, I wound up going 1 full lap without getting passed on the bike. That was my big goal. And I did it. It was like at least 1.5 laps until I got passed out of 3. So I was in first place for, I passed the guy who beat me on the swim. He beat me by I'd say about 30 yards. About a half a 50-meter pool length, so it was about 30-ish yards. He was the real deal. He was good. Because you gotta understand, I'm not near as fast, because if I was as fast as I used to I could have creamed that guy. No problems. But I'm not what I used to could. But the funny thing is, my not what I used to could is still way faster than about 99% of all triathletes I come across. So it's like, whatever. I'm cool. So it's, it's like I did my 3rd year of racing, 2021. I did Crystal Cove sprint. And there were 2 female elite athletes who beat me. They were both female elites. I'm okay with that. Hey, you're an elite triathlete. You better be pretty good at swimming. You would better be better than a upper 30-year-old schlub who's doing this for kicks and giggles.
Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the
This song's weird.
my cries and watch me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading up.
All right, coming up on our last round here. 1 more minute left to go. And then we got 1 more 5-minute effort. And then we're warmed down. So right now we're looking at about 12.5 miles, 785 feet of climbing, and about 465 calories burned. Been averaging about 130 heart rate, which is very nice and solid. Basically, what you're wanting to see is at the end of this effort if your heart rate has risen. Down. I think I actually want to wax my chain this year. I want to try waxing my chain. I want to see if that has a significant boost. Probably try waxing in the middle of the year. We'll keep it steady. We'll keep it steady. Basically, I want to get a crappy crock pot. You know, just Goodwill it for like $5, $10. And then you can buy special waxes for your chain. You basically just melt the wax in the crock pot, and then you put the chain in it. You clean it out super good, and then you just let it sit. You let it sit in the wax. And then you throw it back on the bike. Oh, because my bike doesn't take a lot of wear and tear on it, mainly because I'm indoors. But it's still important to properly maintain your bike. So basically, before every race, I clean the chain, I lube the chain, make sure the wheels are looking good. I just know that a new bike is not in the cards for at least another year or two. I mean, hey, I've been using this bike for about 5 years now. I think it's a 2018 model. 2018 model I got on clearance at my local bike shop. All right, 2.5 minutes left, and then the warm down. All right, 2 more minutes left. 3 minutes down, 2 minutes left. But it's really good that I've been able to keep the 130 heart rate. Keeping it nice and steady. My legs are feeling fatigued, though, just slightly fatigued. Mostly right up here in the upper quad and right in the hip. The two areas that I'm always hurting at the end of the bike. So this is good. This is working those areas. So we're going to do a little bit of rolling afterward. Just a little bit, because I got to get the kids ready for school. Hey, 50 more seconds. So yeah, we're going to dispense with our chat of the day. I gotta get rolling. Sorry, no chads, no raids. Because Wife's actually going in the office. Don't click that link. Don't go there. Well, I will properly deal with the chipped caveman later. All right, 10 seconds. One, and done. Okay. 5 minutes. Good. 520, 13.7 miles, 952 feet of climbing, 520 calories burned. Perfect. Basically, I've seen research where if you burn 500 calories first thing in the morning, it helps really jumpstart your metabolism so you're burning more calories throughout the day passively. It's not a bad way, not a bad idea. No problems. In the rollies of the Temple of Doomage. Rolly. My Ordinary Life is one of the funniest animes you will ever watch. Some parts of it are kind of lame and just dumb, but there are so many parts of that show that are just absolutely gut-bustingly hilarious. That's right, we gotta do the bottle toss. Had to finish off my noon. Gives me the electrolytes I need to keep going. Noonlife.com, N-U-U-N, noonlife.com. If you want to check it out for yourself. It's good stuff, I like it. Yes, I am on their affiliate team. All right. Getting down to Easyville. Got about a minute left here in Easyville. We're out of the tunnels of Doomage. Starting a climb that we're just going to absolutely nope out of. Hey, we're over 1,000 feet of climbing today. 15 miles, 1,000 feet of climbing. Yeah. Okay. Okay, 30 seconds. 20. $10. One and done. All right, not bad. That 130 heart rate's just spiking through the roof. Oh, my keister. That feels fantastic. All right, we're gonna delete that message. And we're gonna report spam, scam. It's a scam. Submit report. And block this user. And ban! Woohoo! All right, yeah! All right, that's it. Hey, Rumib! All right. Let's see here. So we got Space Boy in the taqueria today, in the Frito Bandito taqueria pain cave. So yeah, 14. We got an 18 miler. We got 18. Oh, who's that guy that did 20? Who's the guy that did 20? EJ. Congrats, EJ, for being the Chad of the day. I bet you finally, some person's gonna be like, what is a Chad? I do not know what a Chad is. What is a Chad? All right. We gotta collect our coins and our experiencia for the day. Go, got about a third of a level there. Now, did that count? That didn't count. Why the frick did that not count? I need to email the staff about that, because I did this workout, that workout, and that workout, and that workout, and none of them counted on my calendar. Like, this is what it looks like if it counted, but it's not showing that I freaking counted. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, because this isn't the platform that I actually track it on. I'll show you the platform that I actually track it on real quick. So this is the platform that I use to actually track stuff. I use Strava just because that's an easy aggregator to grab the stuff. But this is where I actually track everything that I do. Hold up, let's go. Here, hold on. We're gonna. So yeah, so this is where I actually track my stuff. Oh, we're gonna move me back down to here. But so this shows here. I'll scroll down a little bit. So this shows everything I did last week. So it'll show basically what I did. And yeah, because it shows phosphate, endurance with 3 times 1 minute, TT speed, and then a forest. So all these little flags mean that's like an actual. It shows the map of what I need. But this is the big indicator. I'm at high risk. I'm in danger. But basically, what's happening is my fitness has been pretty low, just because I haven't really been working out that much. So the way this is calculating it out is that my form and my form and fatigue are going up pretty high, but that's because my fitness is relatively low. So if I continue on these workouts, this fitness is gonna rise, and it's gonna be a lot more accurate to where I actually am, because this thing basically just does a somewhat linear going down. Yeah, this is when I beat my mile, my marathon time. So this is when I beat my half marathon time. That's my fastest half marathon, it's 2:07. So anyway, so all right, folks. Well, that is going to be it for me today. So thank you all so much for tuning in, Space Boy. Thank you very much for hanging out and telling that jerk bot no. Nope. So yeah, we're gonna be getting out of here. I gotta get ready for the day. I gotta get my kids out of bed. Hopefully they've gotten up to their alarm. We'll figure out. So anyway, hope to see you later on tonight. We will be playing Warframe tonight. Got a brand new Rhino and Nyx Warframes that we're gonna be tinkering with. So should be a good time. Gonna have Artemis and possibly Mr. Operator on stream. So should be a good thing. So hope to see you later tonight. Join the Discord, link in the description below. Hit that follow button, hit the subscribe buttons. Remember, I am now an affiliate on Twitch again. So if you would like to throw a Prime sub my way, would greatly appreciate it. So yeah, so we'll be out of here. So until then, my friends, good night, as Norris, who wherever you are. I'm out of here. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.